But a lot of the relationships you look at online right now, the men are either feminized or have to literally surrender their balls, man. Just give up their balls and their manhood to maintain that relationship. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got the rise of your Will Smiths. You know what I'm saying? Look at the situation with Will Smith. The fact that his wife still still had a talk show that's supposed to be about promoting family values, so on, after making a whole entire video and admitting that yeah, she cheated on her husband. And then she created a new word, entanglement, whatever. And they accepted that. They accepted that and kept her on TV, kept promoting it. You know what I'm saying? Because the value of family and male stability doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had Will Smith, and he went there on his own accord. Will Smith is the definition of that type of man. You know, the pink-pilled, feminized man. He is 100% that definition. And also, Will Smith might be in the closet. You know what I'm saying? Might be in the closet. But the thing is, Will Smith, you gotta understand the narrative that they were pushing. Now it backfired. It backfired with Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. You know what I'm saying? It backfired because the reason it backfired when Will Smith slapped Chris Rock is that the effeminate man shouldn't be seen as something that would attack and insult men. You know what I'm saying? For this narrative to work, it's got to be about the women putting the men in their place. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be about the women putting the men in their place, not the men. As soon as Will Smith smacked Chris Rock, it basically destroyed his career. And also, it put a bad mark on the narrative of effeminizing men. Because the narrative was we're going to feminize these men without the physical conflict of another man forcing himself on you. You know what I'm saying? They were perfectly fine with Will Smith getting effeminized. You know what I'm saying? They were perfectly fine with Will Smith getting effeminized by a woman. It's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? Men usually will not see it as a threat. Oh man, my boy became a simp. My boy is feminized by a woman. Men do not take Men don't look at that as a threat. You know what I'm saying? Men don't look at women feminizing other men as a threat to them because it's a woman and that man volunteered to be feminized if he's not a son. You know what I'm saying? If you normally look at when men talk about, yo man, that boy was raised without a father and he became effeminized, it's due to the system. You see, that boy had no choice. That's how he's going to be raised without a father. So the men will basically target the system. The men don't 100% or truly blame that woman for the scenario. They look at the system and say, yo, the system has failed that boy. They failed that boy and he's being feminized. You know what I'm saying? But in the case of Will Smith, when he smacked Chris Rock, it basically signaled something that men will be forced by their fellow man to be feminized. You know what I'm saying? Men were perfectly fine, even though Will Smith lost a lot of points. He lost a lot of points for still being with his wife after she basically openly advertises that she cheats on him and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? I stopped watching it. I lost respect for Will Smith, man. Because you realize as whole career, he's been playing the role of a masculine and a masculine man, a man who's sure of his identity and all that. You know what I'm saying? OG was good, man. So, when Will Smith, I can't fully see it because I'm driving. But yeah, when Will Smith admitted he was accepting his wife cheating on him, a lot of men lost respect for him, man. He became a fucking laughing stock. But men didn't lose hope. They didn't lose hope or feel threatened by Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? They didn't feel threatened by his agenda or his behavior. You know what I'm saying? Men didn't care. You know what I'm saying? That Will Smith is letting his wife cheat on him and sleep around. You know what I'm saying? Other men didn't give a damn. They didn't care about that. Other men didn't care. That's on Will, man. That's on Will Smith. You know, that's on Will Smith, man. Him letting his wife sleep around and cheat on him, whatever. That's on him. Still married, still staying. But once Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, once he slapped Chris Rock, it was basically it was basically the announcement that yeah, these effeminate men, these effeminized men are basically so confident in being feminized and they think they're so supported by the system and being feminized that they can force their effeminate will on other men. And you know what I'm saying? As history has shown, man, you do not threaten another man. You don't threaten another man with your philosophy. You don't threaten another man with your religion. You don't threaten another man with the way you think, because that will trigger something in a man. That will trigger another man to see that as either a challenge to his life, a threat to his life, a threat to his well being. So once Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, there's a lot of men that are aware of, the process and the fact that society is promoting the feminization of men. But when Will Smith, a Hollywood superstar, you know what I'm saying, slapped Chris Rock, and then the golden, what is it, the Oscars didn't remove him. Security didn't come. Security didn't come. Nobody came to stop Will Smith. Nobody came to remove him or say, yo, what he did was wrong. You know what I'm saying? The Oscars just let him roll and they gave him an award. They gave him an award. They didn't disqualify him. They didn't punish him at all. So in the eyes of other men, they were like, oh, I see what's going on. I see what's happening. Y'all support this shit, man. Not only do y'all support this, but y'all saying that it's perfectly fine that a effeminate man threatens a non-effeminate man. You know what I'm saying? That y'all support this stuff. Now it became a declaration of war and violence towards the masculine and non-effeminized man. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while to figure out how to articulate this. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while how to figure out how to articulate this and say it. You know what I'm saying? Say it properly. You know what I mean? Say it with clear thought. But that's really what the Will Smith slap was. When Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying? It was literally a declaration, man. It was a declaration of war. You know what I'm saying? In the eyes of masculine men, it was like, yeah, man. We see Dwayne Wade destroying his own son, sacrificing his son and being rewarded for that. you know what I'm saying, being rewarded. But we know Dwayne Wade is a fucking weirdo. You know what I'm saying? He's in the closet himself, man. We know that. And we see you rewarding Dwayne Wade, but Dwayne Wade didn't put his hands on anybody. He didn't slap another man. You know what I'm saying? He didn't slap another man and declare that, yeah, man, we feminine men can do anything to you masculine men. You know what I'm saying? Dwayne Wade didn't do anything that was a declaration of war and violence towards masculine men from a physical perspective. You know what I'm saying? From a physical perspective. So, you know, a lot of men didn't really take what he did, you know what I'm saying, as a threat. They didn't take it as a threat. And a lot of men basically, you know, continued on with their lives, you know, went on about their lives. They didn't really care. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of men are upset, whatever, about what Dwayne Wade is doing. But unlike Will Smith, who slapped Chris Rock, you know what I'm saying? A straight man who, I'm not saying Chris Rock is the most masculine man on earth. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter at all. But the fact that an effeminate man such as Will Smith was that comfortable to slap another man, you know what I'm saying? To slap another man, it basically woke up a lot of straight men, a lot of masculine straight men to the narrative that, yeah, man, they're basically saying it's perfectly fine for you to harm another man as long as you're effeminate. As long as you're effeminate, it's perfectly fine for you to hurt and impose your will on straight men. So a lot of straight men basically, that's why they reacted to the Will Smith thing crazy. You know, it's a declaration of war. Declaration of war on straight men, you know, on masculine men. But you know, this has been you know what I'm saying, black pill on the road. You know what, I'm gonna actually have to clip this section. I'll have to clip it. You know what I mean? But peace out.
They said the truth won't survive beside the lies that maintain the